Lionel, you've been observing and commenting on US presidential elections for 25 years. What strikes you about this one as we go into the last few days?
Very competitive contest between Mitt Romney and Barack Obama. What's most interesting, I think, is the way we've had an October surprise in terms of the weather, where I think the race has shifted. It's been a good week for Barack Obama with endorsements from the mayor of New York.
And what about the economy? How much is that still central? To what extent has the October surprise changed the economic dynamic at all?
I think the economy is front and center. This is a pocketbook election. Americans are very frustrated. There's a lot of people out of work still, and a lot of people in search of decent paying jobs. The question is whether Governor Romney has succeeded in painting Mr. Obama, President Obama, as ineffectual in dealing with the economy, or whether the electorate is prepared to give Mr. Obama the benefit of the doubt.
We've had a new set of non-farm payrolls, the last figures before the election. How do you think those are going to affect the outcome?
The non-farm payrolls, to me, look reasonable. They're not exceptionally good, but they're certainly not bad. And the motto that one hears from American political consultants is, if the unemployment rate is above 8%, that's bad for Mr. Obama. If it's under, then it's good. And it's trending in that direction. So I would say, again, on balance, I'd shade it for Mr. Obama.
And as we go into the last few days, what will you be looking for over the next 4 or 5 days in the final run-up?
Any last-minute slips by either candidate, slip of tongue, or the iconic image. And I have to say that for me, that image was summed up with the president, the tall, angular incumbent of the White House next to the rotund Republican Governor Christie. Quite astonishing, a moment of bipartisanship, but also very interesting the way in which Governor Christie has distanced himself from Mitt Romney.
How do you think that'll be seen in the Romney camp?
With some disappointment. Remember that Governor Christie was not exactly offering a eulogy to Mr. Romney at the Republican convention. He talked a lot about himself. One is tempted to say that Governor Christie is looking at 2016 to run.
Mayor Bloomberg in New York has also endorsed the president very strongly, referring to climate change issues. How do you see that?
It's interesting that the mayor of New York, who's always been a bit of a maverick figure, been a Democrat and a Republican in his political career, that he's chosen climate change as the key cutting-edge issue. And one is tempted to say that this is a sideswipe at some areas of the Republican Party which have been anti-science, intelligence design, etc. And so he's, again, the mayor of New York is putting himself in the center.
The Financial Times has yet to declare its position on the election. Can you give us some guidance on when we're going to do that and what we're going to say?
Well, it's a little bit like the election, too close to call. This is a difficult decision because the president, Mr. Obama, has not been particularly pro-business. He's reflected the public mood in the wake of the financial crash. On the other hand, he's had a solid record on foreign policy. He's not suffered any reckless misadventures, which attempted to describe the previous administration. And we're not sure what Governor Romney stands for. He's a rather protean figure. He's adopted multiple positions. Perhaps in the end, we're going to look at the devil we know rather than the devil we don't know.
And when will we know?
We'll certainly know on Monday in Monday's paper, and if you look online Sunday night, then the Financial Times pronouncement can be seen to the rest of the world.
Lionel, thank you very much.
Thanks.